Hi everyone! This video is a quick introduction to how to use the STEM Careers website to complete the career exploration activity for Explorations 8 Engineering. Now, what you're going to need to do is there will be a link after the video to go to this website, or you can visit the website now at careerkids.com/pages/STEM careers right here. And that STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And this website has a list of careers that fall under all of those different disciplines. Now, what we're going to be focusing on are the engineering careers. So you can see here that on this table we have a list of occupations and then which of the STEM disciplines it falls under. And you can take a look to see, you've probably heard of some of these jobs before. They have all sorts of different interesting careers, from animal breeders to astronomers to automotive mechanics, as well as you might even see things like architects, or you might see, if you look on the right hand side, that they fall under different disciplines such as engineering or mathematics. What we're going to be looking at is, what you need to do is choose a career that falls under the engineering discipline. So right away you can see aerospace engineering, you can see aircraft mechanics, architects, architectural drafters. Astronomers does not fall under though, so that's astronomy, obviously. You keep going and see from all of this which you like the best. You can even press Control F and type in engineering, engineering, and then it'll highlight for you the careers that fall into that category. So you can look around. This is chemistry and engineering, so that might be good if you have a passion for both. And once you see something that is interesting to you, you select it, and that will be what you use to complete the questions. So I'm going to select electrical engineering technologists as my topic for now. I don't know much about it, so we'll find out more. You'll see right away when you select it that it has a whole bunch of different kind of sections here to give you information, and there's a lot here, and this is it's referred to as a summary report for this occupation. And we're going to be looking at each of these different criteria. But the most kind of quick thing to see is the job description, which is at the very top. So in this case, the electrical engineering technologist, they are assisting electrical engineers in such activities as process control, electrical power distribution, or instrumentation design, may prepare layouts of electrical transmission or distribution systems, supervise the flow of work, estimate project costs, or participate in research studies. So they're kind of like, I guess, an assistant to an electrical engineer. And so it could be a stepping block towards being a full electrical engineer, or you could just stay in that role. And you can see here that there are tasks that are associated with that job. There are technology skills. These are either software or tools. And you can see that they fall under different categories, and then within these categories there are specific tools. You might notice things like Autodesk AutoCAD. You might have heard of that before, or maybe you've heard of MATLAB before. These are specific software. Then if you scroll down, you can see some other sections, such as the job zone section. This one talks about the training, related experience, and education needed for the career, which is really useful. There is going to be a question that asks you about what education is needed. Also, there's a section called skills. These are like the transferable or soft skills, not necessarily focused on like using software, but they're more about your just general abilities. So critical thinking, mathematics, reading comprehension, those sorts of things. And if you press the plus button, more things will show up. But there is going to be a question that asks you, like, what are the top 5 skills for that career? After that, of course, you might be interested to know how much this job actually makes. So if you scroll down, you can see wages and employment trends, and that's where it'll actually show you the annual salary, and you can even filter by state. Now, unfortunately, this is the United States only, but keep in mind that means that these numbers are American dollars, not Canadian dollars. So it's actually even more if you were to have a job like this in Canada potentially, or if you were to get a job in the States, that would be you'd be making really good money. So that's basically all the different parts of this summary report. And so the questions are just going to ask you to kind of look through, read through some of these, and give your opinions and thoughts on those. You'll also need to do one other thing, which is to do a quick search. So the easiest thing to do is just to take the title, or the job title, and then you take it and you just put it into your Google search bar. And from there, there are two things you need to do. Number one is you need to get an image. So to do that, you go to the images, you find an image that you think is related to that job. Maybe this guy who's like looking like he's building something. That's pretty neat. And then you right click, you save image as, you save it to the desktop, and then you can, from there, you can upload it. So if I press save, from there I can upload this image back to the quiz, because you can actually attach files to the quiz. So that's what one of the things you're going to need to do. Then you're also going to want to go back and then find a job market board online, like Indeed.com. This is the Canadian version of the job market. You can see that here are a list of jobs that are within this, that fall under this category. And you select one of these jobs, and here we go. This is some information about the job, its salary, and sort of thing. And so and it says apply on company site, which means that there's a link. If you click here, it'll take you to the link where you can apply for the job. And then from here, you could then take this job posting, and you'll need to also put this link in the form as well. Or you could even just take this link here, just to show me that you've done a little bit of searching to look at some careers, and feel free to like look through this and see if there's anything that catches your interest. See if there's anything that you think might be fascinating or interesting for you to pursue as a possible career. And this is just an introduction. This is not something that, just because you pick a certain career right now for this activity, does not mean that that's going to be your career. That doesn't mean that you have to stick with that job from now on. But it is always really good to kind of get a sense of what these jobs are really like and the kinds of skills that you need, because you can start developing those skills now rather than waiting until you're in university and then you realize, oh, I actually need to be really good at writing for this. I didn't know that. Or I need better math skills. I didn't know I needed to do math. Well, you can start thinking ahead, and that way you'll be better. You'll have a better chance of getting the career that you want in the future. So basically, that's all that you'll need to know for this. And with that information, you can press the next button when you're ready.